Let me say welcome to the weakest twink. Any of the three twinks on the call today could walk away as the winner and with their dignity intact, but to do so, they're going to have to answer my questions and beat their fellow contestants. Let's meet the team. Firstly, somebody here who has named himself after Kirby, and that is only fitting because just like Kirby, on today's competition, he's going to suck. It's Kirby Coochie! If you don't know, you get a little insult on the way in.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. So kind. I thought it was going to be a whole joke, so that's a lot better than what I was preparing for.
Next, someone who has named themselves after the acting legend Meryl Streep, who has lost enough Oscars that she's practiced her losing face quite a few times, and that'll come right in handy for Meryl when he loses today. It's Meryl Streep!
How many Oscars do you have, Ad?
How many Oscars have I had? I don't want to answer that question.
Okay.
Oh.
Cut the camera.
Okay, that's it. Thank you for joining me for the weakest drinks. See you next time. And finally, I am joined today by a fellow game show host.
Yeah.
I am joined by a fellow game show host here on Twitch, which means that he just has even further to fall than these other ones. It's Ryan Watt.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. Alright, before stream and you all watched it, I drew for order. Kirby is up first, then Ryan, then Meryl. Sadly, we did not get alphabetical order today because we've had too many in a row where it was nice and in perfect order. Kirby,
Yeah.
we begin with you.
Oh God.
You get what difficulty question would you like to answer as the very first of Weakest Twink?
I'll do a 3.
A 3 for Kirby.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Kirby, according to a 2021 song by City Girls, what is it time for?
Oh, the summer.
That is
The summer.
incorrect. Ryan, we come to you next. According to a 2021 song by City Girls, what is it time for?
First of all, let me just say, free JT. I don't know. It is time for. What would the City Girls like to be on the clock? It is time for. Let's see.
It is not time for the city. Meryl, finally we come to you. According to a 2021 song by City Girls, what is it time for?
I know this group. I don't think this is the right answer. And isn't it a song called like Pussy Talk?
No, that is.
Isn't
I
it
don't know
that?
if that's by. That is a song. I believe it is by them. That it is not time for this pussy to talk. The correct answer, you guys, is that it's time for the twerkulator.
Of course.
That was gonna be my second question. That was gonna be my
Of course,
second
it's
answer.
time for the twerkulator.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we're off to a start. I don't know if we could call it a good one, but Ryan, we come to you next. What difficulty would you like?
If it's, I'm praying that it's not music because I'm not gonna know. I'm gonna go with a 4.
A 4 for Ryan. Ryan, what movie is famously based on the novel Push by Sapphire?
Girl. Push by Sapphire. What movie? Okay. What is a movie? At the end of the day,
I mean, at the end
I'm
of the
like-
day,
in my head,
what
I'm like,
truly in
heard
this
it.
day and age could be considered a movie?
Um,
You know what? It's a trash question. There are no movies. Throw it out. You get the points automatically.
Thank you so much. I'm going to say that the movie that is based on Push by Sapphire is Push.
One of these days I'm gonna write some kind of bullshit trick question like that, but unfortunately, Ryan, today is not that day. Meryl, what movie is
Good
famously
answer.
it was what movie is famously based on the novel Push by Sapphire?
Is it Precious?
Precious is the correct answer. And Meryl, just like that, you are off the starting block, have earned the first points of the game, thanks to Precious, based on the novel Push by Sapphire, the movie that won Monique her Oscar. And that's only right because Monique should have all the Oscars.
So
Meryl,
you think Meryl Streep is shit and doesn't deserve the Oscars?
I think Meryl Streep is an icon, but Monique hosted Charm School, and like if that doesn't qualify you for at least 5 Oscars, I don't know what does.
Maybe an
Well,
Emmy.
Monique won supporting actress, and
That is
Meryl has won 2 lead actresses.
that
So I'm
is
not
they may not be
just
they're
saying.
not in the same contention. That's right. Meryl, what difficulty would you like?
I will go with a 3.
A 3 for Meryl. Meryl, a trailer was recently released to the 12th entry in what horror movie franchise?
Well, um, I'm gonna say Paranormal Activity.
That is not correct.
There's like 80 million of those
Thankfully,
damn
there have
movies.
not been 12 Paranormal Activity movies. I don't know how they
There's
would keep it fresh
close.
at that point. Kirby, a trailer was recently released to the 12th entry in what horror movie franchise?
Is it the Saw franchise?
That is not correct. I told you there weren't going to be any Saw questions, Kirby. We literally talked about it on your stream. I literally said, as I was talking about Saw, I was like, luckily for you, I've written a bunch of Saw questions recently, so I can't put any in this week. Ryan, a trailer was recently released to the 12th entry in what horror movie franchise?
I'm going to say that if Laurie Strode doesn't get Mikael Myers' ass in the 12th movie, I will not rest until he is dead. I'm going to say Halloween.
That is the correct answer. I believe the movie is Halloween Kills, to be released this October, with Halloween Ends to follow next
Somebody better
October.
get killed.
Alright. One question in a piece. Kirby is looking to get off the board. Ryan has 3. Meryl has what? And there's still plenty of game in front of us. Kirby, we come to you now. What difficulty would you like to choose?
I'll do 4.
A 4 for Kirby. Kirby, you've managed to pick another music song. Kirby,
Oh,
a
God.
musician by schooling. In a 2009 song, where do the Black Eyed Peas inquire as to whether or not they can be met?
Halfway.
That is the correct answer.
Exactly.
I also would have accepted right at the borderline
Okay, there you go.
because
there
that's
you
where
go.
I'm going to wait for you.
For you.
I did
Well-
not understand the question, so therefore I refuse to answer.
That is when I wrote that, I was like, this is the single most confusingly written question I have ever made. So while the subject matter is not that difficult, it's gonna be a 4 only because the mental gymnastics you have to go through to understand what the fuck that means.
Mm.
Alright, Ryan, we come to you next. You now are in last place by 1 point.
I don't know anything about music or movies. Like I
Whoa,
simply
why did you say yes to come on this show? All I write about is pop culture. That's most of the
Oh my God.
questions.
I'll take a 7. Wouldn't be the first time.
Our first 7. Ooh, okay. I'm
Won't
excited
be
for
the last, girl.
I'm excited for this question because I've practiced for this question. So I am the very model of a modern major general. I've information vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England, and I quote the fights historical, from Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. What musical have I just quoted?
Hamilton.
That is not correct. Shit, do I need to read it again now? All right, Meryl.
You don't need to read it again.
Okay, thank you. Because I was like, I can, but like,
I
I
heard
got
Trisha Paytas say it before, so I was
I
like,
got it perfect the first time, and I was like, you know what? The less times I have to read this, the less chances I have to fuck it up. I've been practicing this literally all week.
It is from The Pirates of Penzance.
That is the correct answer.
Damn.
The minute you started, I was like,
Meryl, congratulations on getting a 7 correct. You have now answered both of Ryan's questions correctly. I don't.
can we
continue
just
to do
swap
so.
Ryan and I's questions?
Ryan, no, Ryan, you just picked it. Meryl, what difficulty would you like to pick?
I will go with a 5.
A 5 for Meryl. Meryl, in nearly every state of the U.S., what position is first in the line of succession to the position of governor?
Say that again?
In nearly every state of the U.S., what position is first in the line of succession to the position of governor?
Lieutenant governor.
That is the correct answer. See, for me, that's very difficult because New Hampshire is one of the few states that does not have a lieutenant governor. We just
What
have to.
happens if your governor dies?
We all
We're about to
party
find
because
out.
fuck Chris Sununu.
Party.
All right, after 2 questions apiece, Ryan is at 3, Kirby is at 14, and Meryl has a strong lead with 16 points. Kirby, what difficulty question would you like?
I'll do 5.
Kirby, which constellation are the stars Castor and Pollux in?
Is it the Swan? The Cygnus the Swan?
That is not correct.
Okay.
Ryan, what constellation are the stars Castor and Pollux in?
I have it narrowed down to 2.
Okay.
I know for sure it's one of them, but I'm not 100%, but I'm going to wing it and say Orion's Belt.
That is not correct. Meryl, which constellation are the stars Castor and Pollux in?
Brian, what was the other answer you were
Yeah.
guessing? I'm just gonna guess and say the Big Dipper.
That is not correct. Ryan, what was your other guess?
Okay, now I'm questioning. I was going to guess the Little Dipper.
That is also not correct. Would it help
Well.
you if I let you know that Castor and Pollux are also known as the twin stars?
They were in Hunger Games.
No. Well, they're twins because they're in Gemini. No, nothing. Gemini, that's the twin sign in the zodiac. It's me. And then Castor and
Oh,
Pollux.
we know you're a Gemini.
Castor and Pollux are the twin stars because they're in Gemini. You get it. You get it. Ryan, what difficulty would you like? Moving right along from that.
Let's go for a 6. I need some points. I
Six
can't go for these
for
1s
Ryan.
and 2s.
Ryan, what was the first animated film? Can you imagine if that was the question? What was the
Period.
None, because there are no movies. Ryan, what was
Period.
the first animated film not produced or distributed by Disney to be selected for preservation in the National Film Registry by the Library of Congress?
Who can really say?
What is this movie?
Who wasn't Disney? It's a real question. That was making animated films. Girl, I literally can't think of anything that wasn't a Disney film. Rugrats Go to Paris.
That is not the correct answer. I wish it were, but sadly it is not. Meryl, what was the first animated film not produced or distributed by Disney to be selected for preservation in the National Film Registry by the Library of Congress?
I know this is probably the wrong answer, but I'm just proud that I could think of an animated movie that wasn't Disney. I'm gonna say We're Back.
What the hell is
Remember
that?
with the dinosaurs?
What?
You've never heard of that movie?
What
We're
is
Back
that?
with the
No!
dinosaurs?
Ryan,
I just
Kirby, do
hated
either of you
myself
two
so
know what
hard.
that is?
No.
Okay. I have
If you
no.
guys see a picture of it, I bet you'll know what it is.
I probably won't. Kirby, we come to you now. What was the first animated film not produced or distributed by Disney to be selected for preservation in the National Film Registry by the Library of Congress?
I don't know, bestie. SpongeBob SquarePants the movie.
It is not. I can tell you, everyone in chat who has watched a previous episode of Weakest Twink knows the answer to this question, because they know the cardinal rule of Weakest Twink is that every week there's a question about a particular film franchise. And you must remember that every week there is a question about Shrek.
Huh? What are
The
you
correct
doing in my
answer.
town?
Things are getting Shreksual up in here because the correct answer is
Okay.
Shrek, selected in 2020. It is the first non-Disney animated movie to be inducted into the National Film Registry. Of course, is Shrek. You guys,
Not the Shrek-sual.
there's always a question
I
about.
never saw it.
You've never seen Shrek?
No.
You've never seen Shrek.
I have a job.
I do too.
So you haven't seen Shrek 2?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Or
Wow.
3
I
or
just know someone's
5,
like, get out me
6,
swamp.
7.
Get me swamp.
How did?
You know, I was gonna say Shrek for the horror trailer question you asked earlier. I was gonna say Shrek for that.
Well, okay. I'm still grappling with this information, Ryan. You've shaken my worldview.
You're welcome.
Well,
I came here to shake the game.
y'all wanted a twist. Meryl, we
Oh
come
my
to you
God.
next. Moving along from that shock revelation, what difficulty question would you like?
I am going to say 4.
A 4 for Meryl. Meryl, what is the common nickname of the United States federal statute called the Affordable Care Act?
Oh, Obamacare.
That is the correct answer. Meryl, up to 20.
Lots of political questions.
Yeah, well, can I get one?
I was
damn.
apparently I was in some kind of mood this week.
Oh, me.
It's always because basically how I write the questions is that throughout the week I'll come up with questions and I'll text them to myself, and then at the end of the week I write them all at once. And so sometimes I read through the questions like, oh, I was really in like a political mood this week because there's about 50 questions about politics in here. All right. 3 questions in. Kirby's on 4, Ryan's on 3, and Meryl is on 20, but they still have plenty of time to not embarrass themselves. Kirby, we come to you next. What difficulty would you like?
I'll do a 6.
A 6 for Kirby.
Mm-hmm.
Kirby, what internet personality lasted 11 days in the house on Celebrity Big Brother UK 20 before choosing to quit following
Trisha
the second. That is
Paytas.
the correct answer.
Thank
My
you.
my queen.
Can you
Honestly,
give a second to finish the
honestly,
question?
the day that I opened up Twitter and what was at the top was a tweet from Big Brother UK with a picture of Trisha Paytas and just the words "quit" across it was the darkest day in my life. I
As
said,
it should.
"Damn it, damn it." She was doing so good too. All right, Ryan, we come to you next. You now trail Kirby by 7 and Meryl by 17.
So which one's not going to be a movie or a song? Let me get let me get a number 5.
I'm just looking at what the next question is for most of these, and quite a few of them are movie questions, including number 5.
Just remember, Ad, I could crack you in half.
Ryan, what movie begins with the line "Speed"? I am Speed.
Girl, goddamn Speed Racer.
That is incorrect. Meryl, what movie begins with the line "Speed"? I am Speed.
I believe it is Cars.
That is the correct answer.
Meryl, I was gonna steal.
Can I get a point if I tell you who said that line?
Who possibly could have said it?
Probably Shrek. I don't know.
I just got a gibbets of one of the trucks from Cars for my Crocs.
I don't know what that means.
Mater?
Yeah, I got a Mater gibbet.
The correct answer, well, it's Lightning
Aw.
McQueen who says the line. Mater doesn't get
My
introduced
career is
until...
over.
It's... Meryl, what difficulty would you like?
Let's go with a 3.
And this is fine. Ryan, you host the pyramid, which does not require much trivia knowledge, to be fair. These are different beasts.
I love Pyramid of What.
So let's talk about
It's
trivia.
deserved.
Let's talk about movie trivia.
What's gonna happen now is
Okay.
I'm gonna get invited to come on Pyramid What? Ryan's gonna rig the entire thing against me, so I do just as bad there as he's doing here.
Every word is going to be Ziziva.
Meryl, what television show is centered out of Kleinfeld Bridal?
Say that again?
What
Yeah,
television?
Meryl.
What
How many
tele?
points do you have, Ryan?
As many
Enough.
as this question is worth. Meryl, what television show is centered out of Kleinfeld Bridal?
Say yes to the dress.
That is the correct answer.
Damn it.
Totally pull that out of my asshole.
All right, we are 4
A
questions
wedding
in.
dress up there? Not going to come out
Yep.
white.
We're 4 questions in. We are rapidly approaching specialist subjects. Kirby has 10, Ryan has 3, and Meryl has 28. Perhaps going for an all-time record? It is possible. All right, Kirby, we
I
come
love
to you
setting
next.
records.
What difficulty would you like?
A 4.
A 4 for Kirby. Kirby, the line, "Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well," is from what Shakespeare play?
Can you say the quote again?
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well.
I don't know, Midsummer's Night Dream?
That is incorrect. Ryan, the line, "Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well," is from what Shakespeare play?
So, fun fact about me, my ex of 4 years studied theater at Muhlenberg with a
I'm sorry,
specialty.
Muhlenberg sounds like a town in Germany.
Period.
It must be
And
said.
it was focused on Shakespeare. He went and studied a semester in Italy. He had done so many works in Shakespeare.
You better answer the
and
question
I
right.
didn't listen to a goddamn thing. he said.
Okay, good.
There it
Okay,
is.
Overly
There's
exactly.
there's the kicker.
So I'm gonna say Othello.
That is incorrect. Meryl, the line, "Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well," is from what Shakespeare play?
I am gonna guess because I don't know, but I know a lot of Shakespeare plays that is not from. So by process of elimination, let's just throw out there and say King Richard.
That is also incorrect. It may have perhaps been a little bit easier if I said it while holding a skull, which is the scene that's very well known. The correct answer is.
Now I know it.
Would you like to say it for no points?
Or how about half the points? Let's strike
No
a deal
points.
here.
You
How
don't.
about none?
You
How
don't
about you
even
lose
need the
points?
points.
Maybe.
You're not gonna get eliminated.
It's Hamlet.
That
It's
is-
Hamlet.
That is the correct answer. For again, no points, just so no one accuses me of cheatery. Hamlet is the correct answer. Ryan, we come to you next. What difficulty would you like for your last?
7.
Yes, 7. Your last question. Well, your last question before specialists. Anne Bancroft and Patty Duke won Best Actress and Best Supporting Actress, respectively, at the Academy Awards for portraying what real-life figures in the 1962 film The Miracle Worker? I'm just
I
gonna
think he froze.
I'm just gonna creep off frame.
Is it good if I haven't seen it?
What? Oh, you mean is the
the
movie?
Miracle Worker
You mean
good?
is the movie good? I thought you meant like, is it a good thing that you haven't seen the movie?
Ask me literally any question about Under the Tuscan Sun. I can recite that movie word for word because that's a good film. But like, what has the Miracle Worker really done? Like, what
I
miracle
mean,
did they work?
it won Best Actress and Best Supporting Actress for Anne Bancroft and Patty Duke, respectively. So that.
And what has Meryl Streep won? But we can all acknowledge that The Devil Wears Prada was a great film. So okay, Patty Duke and Anne Bancroft, The Miracle Worker, 1962. They were real people. Who
Yes.
were those real people?
Yes, that is the question.
Oh my God. Okay. Not Thelma and Louise. I'm going process of elimination.
Famous female duos. We've ruled out the ones that didn't exist.
What?
Thelma and Louise aren't real? I don't think so.
I need to make some calls after this.
I'll look into it, but I don't believe. Well, you think I'll look into it, but I don't believe they're real.
Okay, Betsy Ross did not have a partner, so we can eliminate her.
They didn't. I checked.
Francis Scott Key was a man.
We're just going through history, working our way up.
We're gonna be here for a while.
Like, who was like busy at that time is what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't want to say more, but
You can.
no, I'm not going to.
The Miracle Worker. What female duo worked a miracle? This was
Honestly,
before
Hallie and
Miss
Chloe. Let's
Theo.
just say it.
Hey,
On it. Speak on it.
Anne Reardon.
They both played Anne Reardon.
Baby.
That is not the correct answer.
Like, I didn't see it. They could have, like, Lindsay Lohan played 2 people and Mary Kate and Ashley played 1, so why not?
Why? They just.
listen, he's making points. He's making valid points.
I feel like I should just give him the points, honestly. But I'll go
Okay, well,
to.
don't go that far.
Okay. We'll go to Meryl now and see Meryl. Anne Bancroft and Patty Duke won Best Actress and Best Supporting Actress, respectively, for playing what real-life figures in the 1962 film The Miracle Worker?
I know one of them.
Okay.
I don't know the second
I
one.
won't give it to you unless you get both of them.
I feel
Okay,
like they
well,
made, like,
Kirby, you're
milk.
gonna get one answer.
Thank you. Thank you. It's gonna help me so much.
You're welcome.
It might.
I know one of them is Helen Keller. and I'm just gonna guess and say the second one is like her teacher, but Lord knows I don't fucking know her name.
I love
Sorry, I
Helen
don't know if I
Keller.
can swear, but I just did.
Kirby, we'll come to you next.
So yeah.
Helen Keller. And
Good guess.
I'm going to say like an aid worker. I don't know the name.
I'm going
but-
to err on the side of being nice because it's a very hard question. I will give the points to Meryl, who did get it correct that it is Helen Keller and her teacher, whose name is Anne Sullivan.
Anne Reardon was
you
her maiden
said
name.
Anne Reardon, and you said Anne, and I was like, is he about to just be like Anne Sullivan, Helen Keller?
I watched the clip so many times of Helen Keller learning how to talk, and she's sitting there, and she's like this, I'm not dumb anymore.
If none of y'all had gotten this right, I was going to be real terrible, and I was going to say, all right, everyone close your eyes, and like walk us through a whole exercise, then I was going to say Helen Keller, and y'all going to be like, well,
like, let me cut off this problematic program.
There are so many YouTube clips of high schools doing this show where the young actress who's playing Helen Keller accidentally walks off the stage. There are tons of them. So if you need a good laugh,
that's terrible. That's so bad.
No.
That's so
I
bad.
don't know.
Because yes, it was a play.
Young actresses out there.
It was a play originally, and then they made the movie of it. All right, Meryl, we come to you now for the final question before we go to specialist subjects, where hopefully everybody does very well, because we always love to see people succeed in categories they chose.
Can I change mine to movies?
Yeah. I'll just cycle through some of the rest of the questions from this week.
Give me a 2.
A 2 for Meryl.
Wow, Meryl didn't want to give me a chance because everyone else missed it. Okay, work.
Yeah, it's called strategy, Mama. It's called strategy.
I'll kill you.
The way she's 30 points ahead.
It's time for the hunger twink. Meryl, what is the only part of the human body that humans are born with already at full size?
Say that again?
What is the only part of the body humans are born with already at full size?
Their liver.
That is incorrect. Kirby, what is the only part of the body humans are born with already at full size?
They're born with it. Okay.
Maybe
Maybelline! It's Maybelline!
I'm understanding the question. Okay. Their eyes?
That is the correct answer.
Yay!
That's why babies look like they have giant eyes, because they just you're born with your eyes at full size, and so babies, it looks very proportionally large, and that is part of why in like cute characters and stuff, like cute characters have very large eyes, because we as a people have grown to evolve to like see a baby and be like, it is small, I need to protect it, adorable small thing, and so that is why very large eyes are a thing, is why we see things as cute. There's some fun information none of y'all asked for.
Ryan looks like he's going to kill someone.
The more I was talking, I could only look at Ryan, and I was like, I should just stop talking.
I'm just thinking about how we would fight a baby.
Oh my God.
All right, Kirby at 12, Ryan at 3, Meryl at 35. We're headed now to specialist subjects. You all picked these. You said, I feel very confident in this, and now we're going to put that to the test. And at the very least, don't worry. Somebody did once get none of the questions right in a category they chose. So at the very least, you know that there is precedent if it all goes wrong.
If you're going to talk about me, you can say my name.
We go to Kirby now. Kirby, you picked RuPaul's Drag Race, main seasons, and asked very politely that I try and avoid seasons 1 and 2 because you don't really know them that well.
Yeah,
I
that's true. It's
Watch
true.
all
Oh,
the
but
questions be from 1
I
and
don't
2.
know
I
movies that
immediately went to
well.
write I immediately went to write the first question and realized it was about season 1, and I was like, that would be very rude of me. Kirby,
Yes.
what season 5 queen won 3 lip syncs, a drag race record at the time, before being sent home by Detox?
Coco Montrese.
That is the correct answer.
Thank
Kirby,
you.
during Pearl and Ruse, do I have something on my face argument in season 7, what queen, who is present for the moment due to being paired with Pearl for the challenge, remarked, I feel very uncomfortable right now?
Max.
That is the correct answer.
Thank you.
What? Me writing a question about Max? Whoever would have guessed? That one's more fun if you know the tea. Kirby, who is the only queen outside of All Stars who was permitted to change their outfit prior to lip syncing for their life?
Oh God. Um. Oh my God, no, I have no clue. I think it's like a more recent one. I'm gonna say, um, I don't know. Like, I don't know, Nisha Lopez.
That is
That's
not
wrong.
correct. In season 10's Last Ball
10.
on Earth, Dusty Ray Bottom's look that she made
Oh,
contained many sharp metal edges, so she was permitted to change into a similar looking but much, much safer outfit before being sent home by Monet
true.
Exchange. All right,
It's
Kirby,
true.
2 correct earns you 5 points.
Thank you, thank you.
Ryan, we'll head to you next. You chose baking as your You asked for vegan baking, and I said I don't even know what I would write for that. So you said fine,
Have you
just
asked me a question about an egg? Let's just say I've been screenshotting a lot of things on your profile, and I will be posting them.
what about butter?
Exposed.
The Twitter war.
Ryan, what is the common name for brownies that are made using no cocoa powder, which results in a much lighter color and a flavor often closer to vanilla than chocolate?
I mean, you can make brownies without cocoa powder. You just use melted chocolate, and those are still brownies. But I'm going to assume you're referencing blondies here.
That is correct. Ryan, in addition to chocolate, what fruit flavor is traditional to a Black Forest cake?
Cherry.
That is correct. Ryan, what is the most common ratio of flour to fat, usually butter, to liquid, usually cold water, in a traditional pie dough?
I mean, that's a really difficult question
This is
because,
the point.
but I mean, like, what do you constitute as a traditional pie dough? Are we talking about savory, sweet?
This is what I was hoping would happen. If that Ryan would be like,
Like,
wow.
I can't understand the question.
What is the most common ratio of flour to fat to liquid in a traditional pie dough? You can take it up with BuzzFeed.com's baking
I
quiz that I
will.
pulled this
Oh, I
question
already have
from.
them on the line. I already have them on the line. Um, well, because like I guess for safety, based on my recipe that I use, I would say 2 to 1 flour to fat.
But what to liquid?
But I use into liquid. That depends on your climate.
I'll just say the answer's
Yeah, add.
3 to 2 to 1. And we'll move right along and
Because
give
you
Ryan.
only add as much water until the dough is
We're
together.
just gonna give Ryan his 5 points and move on to Meryl. Ryan's gonna be filing a complaint
Mhm.
about this episode.
My lawyers are on speakerphone
I'm
at
gonna
the
have to
moment.
have like the grievances episode where the people who take issues with what happened. Pixel's gonna be on it because
Second chances.
Pixel's gonna be on it because I forgot Pixel wasn't from the U.S. and then wrote perhaps the most U.S. centric questions I've ever had, and then he's like, I don't know, you didn't make this fair at all. So it's just gonna be the people who took issue with how the game played out. Meryl, in
Ryan has his managers, his lawyers, his assistants. He's got everyone on the phone right now.
I
Ryan's,
have a
I'm gonna have to
viral tweet, okay? I have a large team.
I'm gonna have to give the copyright of Weakest Twink over to Ryan. Ryan, what
All that being
hosts?
said, I'm having a great time.
Well, I'm glad someone
I'm
is because
having
I am
fun.
stressed. Meryl, you unsurprisingly chose Meryl Streep as your specialist category. Allegedly, who was Meryl's character of Miranda Priestley in The Devil Wears Prada based on?
That would be the Vogue editor-in-chief, Anna Wintour.
That is the correct answer. Meryl has been nominated for a record 21 Academy Awards for acting, winning 3. Name the 3 films she won for.
Kramer versus Kramer, Sophie's Choice, and The Iron Lady.
That is correct. I was like, should I make it 2? And I was like, no. I know Meryl knows this.
I can tell you the
Oh,
specific
so you're
awards,
giving
and I think
Meryl
the
questions
dates, too.
back.
Meryl became a grandmother for the first time in February 2019. Which of her children is the parent of this first grandchild?
I think I only know one of her daughter's names,
Well,
so I'm
fingers
gonna
crossed
guess
it's that.
Mamrie Gummer. Is it Mamrie?
It's
Mamrie
not.
Gummer?
It's not. It's Mamie without an R.
Whatever.
But I'm going
Wow,
to.
you
Aw.
hate
I'm
it.
going. Oh my God!
Stop
Will you let me
that.
finish?
So
I'm
pretty.
going to give you credit because you clearly knew it, and if we're to the point where I'm nitpicking over an R in or out of the answer, name Meryl Streep's child, I'm going to give you the point because
Hold up.
Ryan, what is
So
what?
you won't count Anne Reardon.
No, because that is a different
Anne
person.
Reardon has an R.
Because that is a person, and you also didn't state a second person.
Maybe she has 2 daughters, Mamrie.
Maybe she does have a daughter named Mamrie. I can't verify, but I'm going to give you credit, Meryl, because
Oh my God.
that was
Thank you.
that was impressive enough on its own.
Thank you.
All right, well, headed into the back half of competition, Kirby has 17, Ryan has 8, but he only needs a few more points to beat King Bay's score as the worst ever. Um, and Meryl has 45, so Meryl's just like, the question now is where will Meryl place among the all-time high scorers? More so than is,
The last question though,
are
when
we
you
still
asked
going
like,
on
oh,
about the
Meryl
pie?
recently became a grandmother, I literally thought you were talking about Meryl.
Meryl
Like
became-
just sitting next to me. I was gonna be like, oh my God, congrats.
I was gonna ask what
Wanda had a child.
I was gonna ask what the grandkid's name was, but that's not public information.
I was gonna say, thank God you didn't, because I don't know.
Well, yeah, they sadly did not say, so that might have something to do with it. Kirby, we're back around to you now. What difficulty would you like?
Let's do a 6.
A 6 for Kirby. Kirby, Harry Styles appeared as Alex in what 2017 film, which was nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards? I told you, Kirby asked me, is there anything I should watch to study? And I said, every Oscars ever.
What was that movie? Like, okay, this is wrong, but I'm just gonna, like, it was 1917. I
That
don't
that
know.
is incorrect. Different movie.
Yeah, okay.
Ryan, Harry Styles appeared as Alex in what 2017 film, which was nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards?
I didn't even know he was an actor.
I think he just did the one
Um,
movie.
He's in an upcoming one where he plays a gay cop, I think.
Oh, we will be streaming.
oh, great. More cops than media. Um, um, someone named Alex in a 2017 movie that Harry Styles would be in. The Shape of Water.
That is incorrect. If Harry Styles had been, I think Harry Styles being in The Shape of Water would have been the only thing that could have made The Shape of Water even more of a mindfuck than it already was. Meryl, Harry
He
Styles
could have
appeared.
been the fish.
Harry Styles.
Isn't that coming out on top?
Oh my god. Harry Styles appeared as Alex in what 2017 film, which was nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards?
Is it Dunkirk?
That is the correct answer.
Oh,
Kirby, you were on so much. You were very close. You were on the right track. 1917 was a war movie that was nominated for Best Picture that had a bunch of little British twinks in it. But unfortunately for you, you went the wrong
I was about
way.
to be like, Harry Styles twink ass in a war movie?
All right. Who picked that? Kirby did. Ryan, we're up to you now. You trail Kirby by 9 points.
I'll take a 4.
A 4 for Ryan. Ryan, the central family of what television sitcom are notably bad at doing impressions of a chicken?
Girl, I was just watching Gullah Gullah Isla the other day, so I know it's not that.
Are you sure?
So they're bad at doing impressions of a chicken.
Among like a lot, this is a minor thing from the show, but for some reason I focused in on it for the question.
And it's a sitcom?
Yes.
I like grew up on sitcoms and I'm trying to think of like a chicken storyline. I don't think Step by Step. I don't think Family Matters. Like the Brady Bunch is the obvious choice for a 4-pointer, but I don't remember a chicken storyline. I don't see Cindy walking around clucking with Florence Henderson.
May she rest in
Um,
peace.
Brady
It
Bunch.
is not the correct answer. Meryl, the central family of what television sitcom are notably bad at doing impressions of a chicken?
Uh, I don't even know, so I'm just gonna pass.
Alright. Kirby, the central family
I
of
can't even give an answer.
the central family of what television sitcom are notably bad at doing impressions of a chicken?
I don't know. Little Sheldon.
Not the young
Not little
not the
Sheldon.
young Sheldon.
Young Sheldon.
No, the correct answer is it is the Bluth family from Arrested Development.
Is that a sitcom?
Would you?
Yeah.
Ryan, I was just gonna say, would you classify that as
What
a
would you
sitcom?
call if it's not a sitcom? What the hell is it?
It's just not.
I mean, it's
shot
not a
like
situation
sitcom.
comedy.
Yes, it is.
It's not shot
It's not
like
like-
a sitcom, like camera work wise.
Oh my
It's
god.
not a 3-camera set.
Arrested Development is an American television sitcom created by Mitchell Hurwitz, which originally aired on Fox for 3 seasons from
Who wrote
November
this
2nd,
Wikipedia article? I know
2003
you can edit
to
that
February
shit
10th,
before we go
2006.
live.
The show
And using the
follows
You know
inspector
what?
tool.
the show follows the Blues,
Wikipedia-
a formerly wealthy dysfunctional family. It is presented in a serialized format incorporating handheld camera work, voiceover narration, archival photos, and historical footage. Despite the fact that it is not
The
presented
historical footage.
Despite the fact that it is not presented in a traditional sitcom format, it is still a sitcom.
Hmm,
Meryl, move on to you next.
Never
What
saw it, never
difficulty would
will.
you like?
Give me a 3.
A 3 for Meryl. You can't have one. You've already picked
Ooh.
both.
Work.
Give me a 2.
Now
This-
you writing a whole spreadsheet to keep track of your questions beforehand.
There is a spreadsheet.
Meryl.
Oh.
Meryl has one too.
Oh,
wrote
Meryl,
down
you
the
had a
numbers.
list. Damn it, Meryl. I mean to tell people every time to have their own lists so that it doesn't come down to usually by question like 9 or 10 for each person. They're like, what do I have left? And then I'm just reading out the numbers as I flip through the book. Meryl, what is the fraction 2/5 expressed as a percentage?
I guess this is a little question.
Give me a second, okay? It's been a while since I've taken a math class, but I think I can figure it out.
We got some maths up in here today.
40%.
That is the correct answer.
40%.
Yes, yes. Every
Gotcha.
fourth is 20%. Every fifth, sorry, is 20%. All right, Meryl at 53, Kirby at 17, Ryan at 8. Kirby, what difficulty would
Question,
you
what's
like?
the record? What's the
Uh,
record I have to hit to have the highest score?
I believe Coco has it with, if I want to say 64? 63
Oh, I
is
don't
the
Please
think
get
I have
69.
63 is the record.
that. Okay. And I have 54?
You have 53, so you need 10 more.
Okay. Okay.
Like Kirby, what difficulty would you
Challenge
like?
accepted.
I'll do a 7.
A 7 for Kirby. Kirby, what is the name of the piece of writing by Charles Darwin that is generally considered to be the foundation of evolutionary biology?
Um, Darwin. Oh my god, it's not coming back to me. I'm seeing the lines on the textbook. I'm seeing the lines. I don't know, like social competition.
That is not correct.
Yeah.
Ryan,
No, that's what this is.
that's yes. Ryan, what is the name of the piece of writing by Charles Darwin that is generally considered to be the foundation of evolutionary biology?
Charles Darwin's theory of evolution.
That is incorrect. Meryl, what is the name of the piece of writing by Charles Darwin that is generally considered to be the foundation of evolutionary biology?
Is it survival of the fittest?
That is incorrect. The correct answer is On the Origin of Species. But
Not
Yeah,
coming
I think
back
that's
to
it.
me. It's not
Oh,
coming back
yeah.
to
I mean,
me.
it's a 7 for a reason. All right, Ryan, we come to you next. What difficulty would you like?
7.
All right. Ryan, the Pentagon Papers, declassified in 2011, contained highly secretive information about what?
Oh my god, I know it. I actually know. could not find it. I'm gonna say Watergate.
That is incorrect. Meryl, the Pentagon Papers, declassified in 2011, contained highly secretive information about what?
It was about um like waterboarding and interrogation practices, which they said it was like information gathering, but it was about essentially waterboarding.
That is not correct.
That is a lie.
You said
I'm
it.
going to.
You said it very confidently, and I was like, ooh.
I don't know
I've
about
been
that.
waterboarded.
Kurt.
Really?
Leslie?
Yeah.
What?
I went to a really extreme haunted house and they waterboarded
Oh my
me.
god! Oh, I have heard of those. I
The
have.
ones where you have to like sign a waiver.
I have heard of. Was it one of those ones where, like, no
Oh,
matter
yeah.
what you say, like, they don't let you out? Like, you have to go through the entire thing.
What?
Have you not heard of the? Yeah, they do. Like, you basically sign a thing that says, like, no matter what, unless I have like an extreme medical emergency, like, I can't leave this until it's done. Y'all can do what the fuck ever. Like,
I ended up getting kicked out because someone like pulled out her organs and was trying to make me eat it, and I was like, "Is that vegan?" And she's like, "Eat it or leave." And I was like, "You're not going to tell me I'm not." And she pulled out a radio and she was like, "Ugh," and
they
security came
get
and
rid
got
of the
me.
vegan.
Oh my god.
Honestly,
I.
it sounds like Pride Weekend to me.
Oh my god. Well, we still have a question to answer.
Jail.
Kirby, the Pentagon Papers, declassified in 2011, contained highly secretive information about what?
I don't know, the war in Afghanistan?
That is not correct. Ryan, you were on a little bit of the right track because information about what was ultimately contained in the Pentagon Papers did get leaked as part of the Watergate scandal. However, the Pentagon Papers
The R in memory gets to get a point.
the Pentagon Papers themselves contained information about the
What about
U.S.'s
Nixon?
no, wrong president. Nixon got it leaked as part of his campaign. It contained information about the U.S.'s involvement in President Lyndon B. Johnson's lies to do with the Vietnam War.
Hey, LBJ,
Oh.
how many kids have you killed today?
The correct answer is the Vietnam War.
Okay.
I really was so confident it was the waterboarding.
You were, but I don't think the documents to do with those are old enough to be declassified.
And Ryan, when you said, because there's a movie about it, I think with Annette Bening and Adam Driver, but Ryan,
I
when you
was
said
in it.
Watergate, when you said Watergate, I heard water and I was like, oh, he got it. Oh,
Yes,
yeah, work.
water.
And then you went gate, and I went, oh, never mind.
No, any documents to do with either of the things you said would not be old enough to be declassified yet. So that's the hint there, is that I think documents have to be like 50 years old to get declassified.
Ned was only like 13.
What?
Ned, he was only like 13.
Okay, I
and
see
they
what you're doing.
declassified
Ned's
his
declassified school survival guide. It took me a second. It took me a second, but then it clicked what you meant. I was like, who the fuck
It took
is
me a while,
Ned?
too.
All right, Meryl, it's your pick. What difficulty would you like?
7.
The notoriously difficult to sing Queen of the Night aria is in the second act of what opera by Mozart?
I don't know a lot of operas. It's definitely not Phantom of. I'm gonna guess.
You mean to tell me Phantom isn't written by Mozart?
Ransom of Thieves.
Listen, there's probably people who think that.
I can't. I
I'm
genuinely cannot believe this information.
I'm gonna guess Carmen.
That is not correct. Kirby, the notoriously difficult to sing Queen of the Night aria is in the second act of what opera by Mozart?
I think I know what this is. I've seen videos of it millions of times. I know exactly what it sounds like. And I have it down to 2. I'm gonna say Marriage of Figaro.
That is not correct.
Fuck my hole.
Right.
I can't.
Ryan, I think you're gonna strike out with this group with that request, Kirby. The
Ah!
the notoriously difficult to
I
sing Queen of the
mean,
Night aria is in the second act of what opera by Mozart?
now Mozart's been a little real quiet since Friday by Rebecca Black came out.
It's true, it's true.
Roman Reloaded, shut his ass up.
I'm gonna say it was the other one that Kirby didn't guess.
You know what? I think that's probably right. Yeah.
Can I say what I thought the
Thank
other one
you.
was?
Yes, but I'm not giving Ryan the points if you're right.
Midsummer's Night Dream.
No, that's for the second time in this game an incorrect answer from Kirby. The correct answer.
Mozart did all the. Wasn't Mozart alive in like 1200?
I don't know. The correct.
1700.
Also,
Like, wasn't the fresh
if
music
it
on the
wasn't
scene for the
clear, I
girls?
was looking for the English answer because a bitch don't know German. But the correct answer, and I think y'all are probably familiar with this, is the magic flute. I know y'all know a magic flute or two.
I've seen this video millions
I'm
of
straight.
times.
He said with the pride
With
flag.
the
in
pride
back.
flag over his shoulder.
I told you before we started that this wasn't mine and that I don't claim that.
He's an ally, but that he wrote on it, so we know he's disrespecting it. There we go.
No, I stole this from some queer's lawn
Jesus Christ.
because I was sick of them ruining the neighborhood. And I hung it up like you hang up an elk on the wall.
Jesus Christ. I am currently in my house sitting pretty much directly above Adira's head.
Holy shit.
Bring her in.
I'll go get her off the wall and set her up. That's what I need to decorate my wall. Just a giant deer's head over my shoulder. Alright, well, with 3 questions to go apiece, Kirby has 17, Ryan has 8, Meryl has 53. Kirby, what difficulty will you pick?
Can I still pick a 7?
Yes.
Why not?
Yes,
Okay,
you are the one person with the 7
Let's go
remaining.
for it. Let's go for it.
Kirby, where in the human body...
We're a wild bunch.
Truly. But the thing is y'all pale in comparison to last week.
Thank you.
So you say respect.
Y'all are having fun, but last week Fainris actively had props and was trolling. Like this is like calm night for me.
We can leave. We can go.
There's no monetary prize. Y'all don't have to be here.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have to
I
be.
asked Ryan if I should drink beforehand.
Oh my god. Kirby, where in the human
Maybe
body
you
would
should've.
dendrites be found?
Dendrites. Oh, I love my dendrites.
I think we all love your dendrites.
Oh, thank you. It's so sweet. I don't know. I'll say the brain.
That is the correct answer. They are nerve connections within the brain.
Exactly.
All right, just like that, Kirby has
Period.
Jumped up.
That's the.
jumped up to 20. Ryan, hi.
What's the highest that I can take?
I believe a 6. Let me check.
Mama, I'm falling.
A 6. I
I'm
will say
falling
something
faster
to
than
think
Lady
of as it
Gaga
comes
jumping off that stadium.
as it comes to the end, Ryan. You are just 2 points away from being at least ahead of King Bay. And his abysmal performance is all I'm gonna say.
The fact that I don't even know who that is really says that I need to beat them.
Ryan, what NBC actress is the daughter of actress Jane Mansfield, who tragically died in a car accident in 1967? And is the namesake for James Mansfield from Drag Race?
Okay. Jane Mansfield has a daughter
Yes.
who is an actress
Actress
on NBC.
On an NBC show.
An NBC show. What if I don't know her real name? That show's on ABC.
You know
It
what?
doesn't
If
matter.
you say the
Irrelevant,
at this,
ignore
if
that
you say the
question.
character's name, I will strongly consider giving you the points.
The only NBC show I watch is Law and Order SVU.
Okay.
Is it Mariska Hargitay?
Ryan, that is the correct answer.
Period. That's the only TV show that I watch is SVU every week. Did anyone see the season finale? The gag at the wedding?
Ryan, up to
I don't
14
watch that
points.
show.
Congrats. That was that. Yay! I'm genuinely quite happy for you.
Mhm.
Mariska Hargitay. I originally that said
I
Law and
know a
Order.
thing or two about TV and movies.
Oh,
Her
that
cat's
was the one thing that you
Taylor
know.
Swift named her cat Olivia Benson. The one
uh,
thing.
all right. Well, congratulations,
I'll
Ryan.
show you what I know in the alleyway
A
after the
very
show.
impressive correct answer. We come to Meryl next. Meryl, what
No,
difficulty
I
would you
don't.
like?
6.
Meryl, what character on Stranger Things is portrayed by the daughter of Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke?
First of all, I didn't even know Uma Thurman had a daughter or son.
Why?
Say the question again.
It's
Say
a
the question
daughter.
again.
What character on Stranger
Daughter,
Things is
okay.
portrayed by the daughter of Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke? Listen, if y'all didn't
I
come in
don't
ready with Uma
know.
Thurman knowledge, that's on you.
Well, listen, the only thing that keeps playing in my head is that Fall Out Boy by Dance Like Uma Thurman song. I don't know, because it's not Millie Bobby Brown, so I don't know.
Are you sure that Millie Bobby Brown is not the daughter of Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke?
I'm pretty positive.
Okay. Do you want to name a random
But let me
character?
just say Millie Bobby Brown just to be safe.
This is not correct. Kirby, what character on Stranger Things is portrayed by the daughter of Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke?
The only other character that I know, I don't think this is the right answer, but I don't even know if this is from Stranger Things, but Nancy Wheeler.
That is not correct. It is from Stranger Things. I thought you
Okay.
might say that because I was like, if Kirby doesn't know Stranger Things, if any of them don't, they're just gonna go to the DVD
I was gonna say
characters.
like 13. I don't know their names, girl.
11, I think.
It's 11,
I
and
think that was the number.
and that's Millie Bobby Brown.
That's Millie.
Ryan, Ryan, if you got this right, you'd almost have caught up to Kirby. What character on Stranger Things is portrayed by the daughter of Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke?
Okay, so I actually have watched every episode of Stranger Things. I've seen the show, but I cannot ever remember anyone's names.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna say it's that redheaded butch girl that joined the squad. Not me getting a call. Did you hear what I said, or did it get cut out?
Redheaded butch girl
Can
who
anyone
joins
hear?
the Yes, redheaded butch girl
You
who joins the
know,
squad. I don't. I haven't seen Stranger Things. That's making my judging of this question very
she's
difficult.
she's redheaded. She's dating the boy
She came in
that
the
is
third
not.
season.
Yeah, and they were in the
I
grocery
know,
store
yeah.
and they were in love. And she's got the freckles, and her brother has the anger issue.
Can anyone who's
Her
seen
name is a boy name. Wait, her name is a boy name.
Is it Max?
Hold on, wait.
Is Max who you're
It's
referring?
not Jackie.
Is Max?
Max.
Yeah, no, that's wrong.
Max. Okay.
The correct answer, as portrayed in the third season by Maya Hawke, which sounds like doesn't it sound like a fake name? Maya
Sounds like
Hawke.
a
The girl from
superhero
Utah.
name.
It sounds like a fake name you would give because it kind of sounds like Mike Hawke. But the correct answer,
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the
stage
stage.
Maya Hawke. Right, the correct answer is Robin.
Robin.
Oh, the lesbian.
Yes, I
The
was
other
like,
butch
I
one.
was like, he hasn't said that she's a lesbian, and so I think he's not talking about the right person because it feels like that's what you would lead with.
I was down to those two, but I was like, I don't know how old Ethan and Uma are. So I was like,
Yeah,
is she too old for them?
apparently not.
Well, rest in peace.
Wait, that's the other ice cream. That's the ice cream girl,
Yes,
right?
it's the other ice cream girl. You
Mhm.
also didn't say that she also worked at the ice cream store, and so that was my other clue of like, I don't think he's talking about the right person.
Yeah.
But I
I
don't
thought she might be too
I
old.
don't know enough about Stranger Things to have had any idea there. All right, well, with 2 questions left apiece, Kirby has 24, Ryan has 14, Meryl has 53. Meryl, I would say it seems pretty safe at this point that you will be in the final, but the question is by how much of a lead will you have to get, and will you break the record? Kirby, we come to you next. What difficulty would you like?
I'll do a 2.
A 2.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi.
Kirby! Although first appearing in the novel Red Dragon, Hannibal Lecter is better known for his role in what novel, which was turned into a Best Picture winning movie?
The cannibal?
That is not correct. Ryan, although first appearing in the novel Red Dragon, Hannibal Lecter is better known for his role in what novel, which was turned into a Best Picture winning movie?
What is the name of that movie? What is the name of that movie? Um, you
Yeah,
know.
I do know because I have a
Um,
piece of paper that has the answer written on it right there.
The Shining?
That is not correct.
Fuck, I don't know.
Meryl, although first appearing in the novel Red Dragon, Hannibal Lecter is better known for his role in which novel, which was later turned into a Best Picture winning movie?
Silence of the Lambs.
That is the correct answer.
The Silence of the
And I was
Lambs.
literally, I was like, I was like, Kirby knows this because I know he knows the Silent of the
I know that
Lamb.
moment, but
Isn't that
I
from what,
don't.
Selling Sunset?
Yeah.
The Silent of the Lamb.
What?
It's a great movie if anybody has never seen it. Iconic.
The Silent of the
Never saw it.
Lamb.
Jodie Foster, lesbian
I don't
icon.
like horror.
Ryan, we come to
Loved her in Contact.
Content.
Did someone say Contact? 1 second. I need to find a prop.
Not a
With
Tupperware
with
full of
all the
DVDs.
It's
Did
the
someone say
intermission.
Contact?
Huge container, just all contact.
Contact, a movie I genuinely do own on Blu-ray.
So there's a Contact question
Gotcha.
coming up.
and that was our prop for the game. Ryan, what difficulty would you like? You need 10 points to catch
The
Kirby.
highest I can take. So like an 8 or a 9.
A 5. Ryan, what author wrote the book that the film Misery was based on, which would win Kathy Bates the Academy Award for Best Actress? I really wrote a lot of Academy Award questions this week.
Kathy Bates in Misery. No, y'all can't tell me anything else. Okay, Kathy Bates in Misery looks exactly like Lori Beth Denberg.
I fucking love Lori Beth Denberg so much. In college, for all 4 years, I would always keep all my tabs open on my computer and just wouldn't turn my computer off. I just put it to sleep. And for no apparent reason, I at all times had Lori Beth Denberg's Wikipedia page open just in case. There was a question about Lori Beth
That's what
Denberg
Kathy
last
Bates
week.
looks like. That being said, who wrote Misery?
Who wrote Misery is the real question here.
I'm completely blanking because I do know, and I know it's not R.L. Stein. It's like the other famous writer, Steven Spielberg. What?
That
Wait
is
a
not.
second.
Wait, was that your answer?
It's
We'll just gloss over the fact that he already answered.
I didn't answer. I said it no. It's I did just recently learn that George R. R. Martin did not do Lord of the Rings.
That's shit, who's Lord of the Rings? That's
But why I cannot think of this writer's name. I like know who it is, but it's not in my brain. What is? Nothing, apparently.
So what's your
Meryl.
Well, yeah, okay, Meryl.
It's Stephen King.
Stephen King is the correct answer.
Damn.
That one hurt because I
knew it.
I could tell that
Stephen King.
I could tell that you knew it because you were like the other famous horror writer, and then you said Steven Spielberg,
Like,
and I was like,
not
oh,
R.L.
he
Stein.
has the right idea, but he has the wrong name.
I only know Danielle Steele novels. So.
That's what I was gonna say as a joke. Danielle Steele.
All right, Meryl, we come to you next. You're at 60. So between 4 total more questions, you need to earn 3 to tie, 4 to beat the record.
Do I have a 4 question left?
Shouldn't you know? You're the one with the list in front of you. You do.
I don't know. I'm asking you. You're the host.
Meryl, British writer
Not
Lewis
fighting.
Carroll is best known for penning what story?
The Chronicles of Narnia.
That is incorrect.
Oh, I know it!
Kirby, British
Not
writer
now.
Lewis Carroll is best known for penning what story? Chronicles of Narnia would be C.S. Lewis.
Wait. What was the name of the person?
Lewis Carroll. British writer
Right.
Lewis Carroll is best known for penning what story?
Mm. Oh, it's coming to me.
Divine the answer.
Yeah. It's coming. It's coming.
Ask the tea leaves.
I don't. Lewis Carroll wrote. I don't know, girl. A Tale of Two Cities.
That is not correct. That's I believe that's Dickens. Ryan,
Okay.
British writer Lewis Carroll is best known for penning what story?
Growing up, I literally only read The Diary of Anne Frank. Little known fact, Margot had a diary as well, but it's never been found. So I'm gonna say Catcher in the Rye.
That is not correct. That would be J.D. Salinger. Meryl,
Is it Alice in Wonderland?
that is the correct answer.
I was gonna say that as a joke.
Kirby, no, it was right. I mean, technically, the book is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, but I was prepared to accept Alice in Wonderland. All right.
Never read it. Never saw it.
One question left apiece. Kirby has 24. Ryan has 14. Meryl has 60. So, big stakes. Kirby, what difficulty would you like?
Do I have a 4?
No.
Do I have a 3?
Yes.
Thank you.
Kirby, what actresses' roles on American Horror Story have included characters named Brooke, Maggie, and Madison?
Wait, can you say the question again? Like what series?
What actresses' roles on American Horror Story have included characters named Brooke, Maggie, and Madison?
I don't think it's Emma Roberts.
That is the correct answer.
He wasn't finished giving the answer.
Can we have a conversation about
Wait, was that not his answer?
Can we have a conversation about Kirby saying, I don't think it's Emma Roberts, and you saying it's the correct answer?
No.
Meanwhile, Ryan's talking about answers, and you go, is that your final answer? Is that your final answer? This is bullshit. This is rigged.
This is right. Meryl, let's go.
I'm out of here. All of a sudden, you see me walk behind Ryan's camera.
So, I've heard a few things about you rigging the competition before.
Holy shit.
I misheard him. I thought he was in his head like,
Yeah,
I
you've been
don't.
mishearing.
I thought in his head he was like, I don't think it's, and then he just gave his answer like Emma Roberts. Like I didn't put
Yeah, well,
together.
you misheard me say The Catcher in the Rye when I said The Adventures of Alice.
I didn't put together that it was one full sentence. To be fair, on the real weakest link, if he had said that, I would have had to
Oh,
take
you
it.
want to talk about fair?
You just got to. You
All of
take
a
what the
sudden.
first answer they say is on weakest link, so that's what happened.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
And it had also part to do with the fact that he got it right. So I was like, yes, he got like, because he
Did
said
he?
the right answer. I was waiting for like him to
Did
say
he
Emma
get it
Roberts.
right when he said, I don't think, when he spoke in the negatives? Is that the correct way? Let me just sit up here and say, I don't think it's, and then say every name on earth.
I'm gonna have to give like a monetary settlement to Ryan for damages.
True.
Me too.
You were gonna
And
qualify
I-
anyways. This doesn't affect you.
Listen, I don't care about qualifying anymore. I care about getting the highest score and keeping the record. That is what I'm after.
This is about, yes, not equality.
Oh my god.
Ryan,
And check
what,
is fine, for the record.
Ryan, what difficulty would you like?
It doesn't fucking matter because. Give me the hardest damn question you can give me.
I can give you a 3. You used a lot of your high questions trying to catch up. Ryan, at what
And now I'll use a lot of my low questions.
Ryan, at what famous venue is a giant Christmas tree displayed each year in New York City?
Well, I don't think it's Rockefeller fucking Plaza.
Is that your final answer?
Hey, is it? You tell me, because you're the one deciding for
I don't know.
everyone.
Should I give it to him? He didn't get the name right.
Fucking Rockefeller Center, right?
There.
But apparently the fucking AM is fine for fucking Helen Keller's health aid.
Ryan, good.
This is a setup.
I will count Rockefeller
This is a
plot.
setup. Everyone is out to get me. Look, I do know that my Sims tweet yesterday went hella viral. I know, and I know there's a lot of jealousy involved, but I just want to know that it's okay. You put on a great show. These are great questions. You're doing a great job as a host. You don't have to tear me down to lift yourself up.
I felt
Okay, I know,
intimidated
it's
because
fine.
you're a fellow
You
game
don't
show
have to
host,
raise
and
the
I was like, I
competition.
need to prove supremacy over Ryan because he
And you
hosts a
need to
game
cut
show
me
too.
down.
I do. I only push myself up by pushing others down.
You want pure mad of MLR.
Alright, well, Kirby's at 27, Ryan's at 17, Meryl, you're at 60. You need to score 4 more points in order to take the record. But you don't have a 4 remaining, you have a 5 and a 6. So either...
Well, give me a 5.
A 5. Meryl,
Oh, wait, what? What was? Wait. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna
$5.
say, final answer?
No, you were gonna say something else before.
I was gonna say that you can't pick a 3, so you have to go with a 5 or a 6, or you won't be able to.
Okay.
There's no way for you to tie. Meryl,
Give me the 5.
the creator of what musical died the morning of its first preview performance?
The name of the composer, or the name of the musical?
Musical. The creator of what musical?
Rent.
That is the correct answer. Meryl, congratulations.
Jonathan Larson.
525,000.
Meryl, congratulations. You have officially gotten the highest score ever
Damn.
in Weakest Twink history with 65 points. Also, what's not so fun, but it is worth noting, he did not actually die of AIDS. He had
And
he had
here's another
fun fact.
Here's another fun fact.
I'm like, we're done.
It is a well-known fact in my friend group because I know all these theater questions because I'm also a theater critic. I hate that musical.
Well,
It's a horrible
Meryl
musical.
has been eliminated, and Kirby and Ryan, you will head to the head-to-head now.
Ryan, you won!
I mean, I love that musical.
No, so
It's definitely not problematic to have the age crisis told through the lens of two straight white men.
I love Rent. It is a great musical, and it's got great songs. And in this house, we stand Adina Menzel.
Okay, I never said anything about
We
Idina
stand
Menzel.
everyone but the leads.
Well, after
Anyway.
10 questions apiece, plus your specialist categories, Meryl, you scored 65, Kirby, you scored 27, but Ryan, unfortunately, with 17 points, you are the weakest twink. Very well done. We invite you to stick around for the final round. If by invite, I mean please do, because otherwise it fucks up my layout that has all your names under it.
Bye.
Ah!
No, let me just say before I get
No one
started,
can hear you. There's a
I
very
wanna
long
make it
sound.
clear.
There's a very long sound
I wanna
clip I
make it
have that
clear that
plays
I was
during the
silent.
elimination. You're good now. Now they can hear you.
So now I just have to sit here and dance. Okay, I have something to say.
Okay.
Because I was silent. I wasn't silent. Me silent? Never. I would like to say to my fellow competitors, congratulations. It's well deserved.
Oh, that didn't work. I tried to
I
mute Ryan,
pray
but
that
it
the
didn't
two of you
work.
find a hobby. I really hope you two find a hobby other than just sitting in front of a television all day. It's important to go outside. It's important to get sunlight. It is important to breathe fresh air. And I'm praying for both of your growth as people.
Thank
And
you.
add to you. Wow.
Yeah.
What can I say to the
No
host
one's
of this
ever had
event?
like parting words before.
Thank you so. Well, okay, flops. Stop casting flops. This is clearly the star cast of the season. Is these two and myself, because they, of course, they are the star cast of the season because they are the only cast of this season. Ad, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. I had a good time. I am a flop at movie trivia. But I appreciate you having me on, and thank you again. And I will sit here and just stare directly into the camera for the final round.
Thank you for joining. Well, Kirby, Meryl, we head now to the final round. I might be looking a little bit away from the camera at times, so you'll have to forgive me. Meryl, you beat Kirby by 38 points, which does mean you get to know the categories of all of the starting questions, and you will get to pick which set you answer. So, this week our colors are, we have the purple questions and the green questions. I will tell you first all of the purple questions and then all the green questions. Meryl, the categories for the purple questions are movies, history, politics, biology, music. And if you answer the green questions, they will be comics, movies, history, celebrity, television.
Let's go with, was it purple, the first one?
Purple is the first set.
Let's go with that one.
All right, Meryl, you will be answering the purple set. Kirby, you will answer the green set, going second. 1 second. I have to, not someone in chat saying, finally, some movie questions.
Not
how
shade.
very dare.
Oh
All right,
my gosh.
Kirby and Meryl, for the title of Strongest Twink, let's play The Weakest Twink. Meryl, you will go first. What 1967 film features Dustin Hoffman asking, "Are you trying to seduce me?" to Anne Bancroft, who I did not realize until now has 2 separate questions this week. The Weakest Twink. The Weakest Twink, sponsored by Anne Bancroft.
I know this.
What 1967 film features Dustin Hoffman asking, "Are you trying to seduce me?" to Anne Bancroft?
Fuck me. I can't think of it. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it.
Are you
I know what it's about.
are you
but-
officially passing? I have to be very careful now.
You do have to be very careful.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, I'm passing. I know the minute you say it, I'm gonna be like, fuck.
Well,
but yeah.
Meryl, here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. The correct answer is that's not the correct answer is The Graduate.
The way I was gonna say Mrs. Anderson.
Who Oops.
I don't know.
Kirby, Bill, Thelma, Billy, Dolly, Jeffy, and PJ are all characters in what 61-year-old comic strip?
Can you say the names again?
Bill, Thelma, Billy, Dolly, Jeffy, and PJ.
I don't know. Pass.
The
Pass.
correct answer is the Family Circus.
Wait, is that your final answer, Kirby?
My final answer is pass. Yes.
Meryl, what British mathematician was one of the key figures in deciphering the German Enigma machine during World War II, but later was prosecuted for being a homosexual?
I can't steal this.
Listen,
right? That's bullshit.
Here's the thing. I don't know his name, but I do know the movie that he is about.
I wouldn't say the
Sorry.
name. Don't say the name of the movie! That's the next question.
Oh! Okay.
Sorry, I had
well,
to
I-
supersede there before Meryl accidentally screwed himself out of a win.
Okay, Shade. Okay.
Ryan-
Well, I'm just saying, if Meryl ended up losing because he
Okay,
said the name of the
okay.
movie, and then the next question to Kirby is what's the name of the movie, which it is.
We should swap. I'll say the actor, Mel could say the movie, and I'll say the person.
I guess I'm just gonna pass because I don't want to fuck myself. So
Kirby, what is the name of the person?
Alan Turing.
It is, yes.
Okay.
Kirby, what 2014 movie based on the life of British mathematician Alan Turing starred Benedict Cumberbatch in the lead role? I had this whole cute thing where it was going to be like, I asked the question, and then this was like the follow-up question, and then it all went the hell out the window there.
Uh, um, I don't know. I want to say something code, but I don't think that's right.
Code Lyoko, final answer.
I don't know. Pass. I gotta pass.
Meryl, we'll come to you for the...
well, here's the thing. So what I was gonna say before I was so rudely interrupted.
Again, did you want to
was-
just give the answer to Kirby?
Well, no. Here's the thing. I don't know the name of the movie. What I was gonna
just making a scene. Just making a scene.
What I was gonna say was, I know it's a movie with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Okay. The correct answer is The Imitation Game. So had you been flipped, Kirby would be up one now. Meryl, what position in the current White House administration is presently held by Jen Psaki?
Press secretary.
That is the correct answer. Yes, I did have to look up video of her saying her own name because her last name is spelled P-S-A-K-I, and I said, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Which is why I hesitated, because I was like,
Yes, I went and looked it up, and she was like, hi, I'm Jen Psaki, and I was like, got it. Kirby,
yes.
who are the first, and thus far only Americans, to be executed for espionage in the U.S. during peacetime?
I don't know, girl. I don't know, Little Sheldon.
Honestly, perhaps should be something you should consider. No, the correct answer. Yes, Ryan. Do you know the answer? Would you like to steal it and
I
win?
don't know.
Oh, the correct answer.
The Rosenbergs.
That is the correct answer. Yes. Julius, Julius, and Ethel
Because Meryl
Rosenberg.
Streep
there
played
you
one
go,
of them
there
in
you
a
go.
movie.
Oh, for the love of God! I needed to go through all these questions and make sure there were none that were Meryl Streep role.
Well, guess what? Meryl, you got one wrong because Meryl Streep won.
I-
Done fucked up.
Meryl, in Sophie's choice, what choice does Sophie make? No,
Oh my God! I thought that was a real question.
no, no. Can you imagine if I put that in? And then it's like,
Oh my
Kirby,
God.
what's your favorite Kali Uchis song? Like, just really just rigging it for the girls. No, Meryl, what is
Can I
the...
answer that question anyway?
Sure.
It's
After
actually
you
very,
put
very
butter in
depressing.
It is. I haven't seen the movie, but I have seen the scene where she makes the choice.
The choice that she has to make, it takes place during World War II, during the Holocaust, and she has to pick which one of her children gets to go to the camp with her and which child has to go to the gas chambers.
And her choice is...
I don't remember. It's been literally like a
Fake
bajillion years.
I
fan.
believe she keeps... I believe she
Kirby,
keeps...
how many points do you have?
I think she keeps her daughter, if I'm not mistaken. Because I believe she yells,
Yeah,
"Take my little boy," is what she yells as
It's,
she chose.
it's very depressing.
But yeah, very different.
and
Moving
don't watch
on.
it.
Meryl, what is the only gland that all mammals have?
Um, the only gland I know is like the pituitary gland, I think.
That is not correct. I, in fact, got very worried earlier because Ryan said it a number of times. The correct answer is the mammary gland. Because one of the criteria to be a mammal is that
I
the
can't.
females have to produce milk and the babies drink that, so they all have the mammary gland. Yet again, just proving that this was all rigged against Ryan. Kirby.
This was
Kirby, with which famous figure did journalist Maria Shriver have 4 children, including Catherine and Patrick?
Can you say the question again?
With which famous figure did journalist Maria Shriver have 4 children, including Catherine and Patrick?
Famous figure, like how famous?
You know who this person
Oh,
is.
she gets clarifying questions now?
Does that help at all? I basically said you could answer the question correctly. That doesn't narrow it down.
You know who this is.
Yes,
I
you
know
have
who
all
this
heard
is.
of this person. Otherwise, the question would be bullshit.
Have I?
Yes,
After
Even
my
you.
performance, do you think I have?
even you, Ryan, have heard of this person.
Okay, famous figure. Um,
And I don't normally answer clarifying questions. But that didn't
like
really...
it's really gonna help me.
Like I said, that didn't really clarify much, did it? That made it no easier.
Yeah, Catherine and Patrick. I'll just say like Robert Downey Jr.
That is incorrect.
Aw,
Catherine is now married to Chris Pratt. And Patrick is hot, and I follow him on Instagram, and that's what made me think of this question. The correct answer is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Meryl.
I was gonna be your second guess, Kirby.
maybe my third.
Meryl. Cheryl James
Yes.
and Sandra Denton are the titular members of what hip hop group?
Say their names again.
Cheryl James and Sandra Denton are the titular members of what hip hop group?
I don't know. TLC.
The correct answer is Salt and Pepper. All right, Kirby.
Sorry.
Kirby. Angie Harmon and Sasha Alexander appear as the titular detective and medical examiner in what Boston-based show?
What were the names of the people?
Angie Harmon and Sasha
Yeah.
Alexander appear as the
Okay.
titular detective and medical examiner in what Boston-based show?
The X-Files?
The correct answer is Rizzoli and Isles, which means, Meryl, you are today's strongest twink. Not only that, you are the strongestest
Thank you.
twink, having scored 65 points, the highest ever. Meryl, you go away the victor
Thank you.
today. Kirby, you simply go away.
Like always.